Meghan Markle's children's book The Bench has done very well despite it entering a competitive market full of established huge names, a royal commentator has said. Dr. Tessa Dunlop said that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were in their high noon as they continue to sign lucrative deals and establish their careers as public figures and activists. Speaking to the Palace Confidential podcast, Dr. Dunlop said, "What's extraordinary is that it's a really crowded market, the children's book market full of huge names and super talented writers. It's done very well, and that is about the brand. At the moment, they're at their high noon. How long it will last for? Who knows?" The Duchess of Sussex's first children's book was published by Penguin Random House and hit bookshelves on June 8, a few days after she and her husband welcomed their second child, daughter Lilibet Diana. Meghan was inspired to write the poem as a gift for Prince Harry on his first Father's Day. The book is about the relationship between a father and his son told from the perspective of the mother, and has been illustrated with watercolor paintings by Christian Robinson. In a press release, the publishers said that The Bench touchingly captures the evolving and expanding relationship between fathers and sons and reminds us of the many ways that love can take shape and be expressed in a modern family. Following its release, it reached the #1 position on the children's picture books category of the New York Times bestseller list and reached 3rd position on the Amazon USA list. Whilst it achieved commercial success, critics were divided, with many praising the illustrations and the messaging, but critiquing the rhyme and rhythm of the poetry. Dr. Dunlop's comments on Palace Confidential follow Meghan's recent appearance on the Brightly Storytime YouTube channel, where she gave a reading of her poem. She concluded her reading saying, "I hope you enjoyed The Bench, I loved being able to share it with you. And now I hope you're able to go and find your own special bench, or chair, or little quiet nook. Just a place that means something to you to share with someone you love." The Sussexes have reportedly signed a lucrative 4-book deal with Penguin Random House, which includes Harry's upcoming memoir. Don't miss the 37-year-old Duke is set to release an accurate and wholly truthful account of his life, which will cover his childhood, his career in the army and the royal family, as well as his new role as a husband and father. The book, which is being ghost-written by Pulitzer Prize-winning author J.R. Mooringer, is set to hit bookshelves in the autumn of 2022. Since leaving the royal family, the couple have signed a number of lucrative deals, including a partnership with Netflix and Spotify that is estimated to be worth over $100 million. Over the coming years, they will produce a range of informative and uplifting content for the streaming giants, which will include both scripted and non-scripted series. They have also been announced as impact officers at the sustainable investing firm Ethic and have launched their own non-profit organization Artual. Queen has reluctantly cancelled a planned trip to Northern Ireland today, unable to attend engagements planned for both today and tomorrow. Instead, the 95-year-old monarch will be staying in the UK. But why has the Queen cancelled her Northern Ireland trip? The Queen has opted to stay at home and rest on the advice of her doctors. According to a Buckingham Palace statement, the Queen has reluctantly accepted medical advice to rest for the next few days. She has decided to rest after a busy few days, which included hosting a major global investment summit at Windsor Castle on Tuesday evening. Buckingham Palace has said the Queen is in good spirits. However, she was disappointed at not being able to visit Northern Ireland. A Buckingham Palace spokesman said, "The Queen has reluctantly accepted medical advice to rest for the next few days. Her Majesty is in good spirits and is disappointed that she will no longer be able to visit Northern Ireland, where she had been due to undertake a series of engagements today and tomorrow. The Queen sends her warmest good wishes to the people of Northern Ireland and looks forward to visiting in the future." The Queen's decision is understood not to be related to coronavirus. After her summer break, the Queen has been incredibly busy, with royal commentators saying it is not surprising she has been advised to rest. In recent weeks she has visited both Edinburgh and Cardiff to open their parliaments, and hosted guests at her Windsor Castle home. This past weekend the Queen had a day at Ascot Races and on Monday held a virtual audience with the new Governor-General of New Zealand. On Tuesday, the Queen held 2 audiences via video link from Windsor Castle, greeting the Japanese Ambassador Hajime Hayashi, and the EU Ambassador João de Almeida. She later hosted the Global Investment Summit in the evening. Andrew Morton, who wrote a sensational biography of Princess Diana in 1992, has chronicled the July 2019 episode in new chapters of his book, Meghan, a Hollywood Princess. The godparents of all other senior royals are made public, Morton says, but the pair wanted privacy. He writes, such secrecy was one of many issues that perplexed Prince William. He, like others inside the family, felt that those chosen to guide and counsel a future prince, 7th in line to the throne, should be identified. It was a view shared by Harry and Meghan's advisors, Morton claims, but they ignored it. Prince Harry, 38, stepped down from royal duties in March 2020 for a private life in LA with his wife, Meghan Markle, 40. Royal editor Rebecca English has claimed sources told her the Duke of Sussex took offense over the smallest things before megxit. She added that probably nothing could have been done to make him happy. Speaking to Palace Confidential on Mail Plus, Ms. English said, I've spoken to people a lot about this over the years and it is made very clear to me that Harry was very, very touchy at that time. More touchy than he was normally. He would fly off the handle and take offense at the smallest thing. Is there anything that they could have done or said that would have made him happy? And the answer is probably not. The revelation comes just days after Harry and Meghan went to New York to attend the Global Citizen Live concert in Central Park. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex visited the city's memorial for the September 11, 2001, attacks on the World Trade Center. WNBC reporter Romney Smith recalled how Meghan and Harry's photographers and media were outside of the media huddle. Ms. Smith told the Royally Obsessed podcast, the 5-minute queue happened 4 different times and then they said 2 minutes. At one point everyone got really, really quiet because we saw a couple of other media people and we were like, who are they and why are they in front of the line? That's when we realized it really is 2 minutes because this is their photographers and their media people because none of us knew them. Harry and Meghan spoke about vaccine equity with a United Nations official before they join a concert in New York set up to promote the topic. Don't miss the Duke of Sussex is to return to New York to present the inaugural Intrepid Valor Awards to 5 service members, veterans and military families living with the invisible wounds of war. Harry, who has just carried out a trip to the city with the Duchess of Sussex, will be back on the East Coast for the Salute to Freedom Gala at the Intrepid Sea, Air and Space Museum on November 10th. The event, held aboard the historic aircraft carrier Intrepid, comes the day before Armistice Day in the UK, known as Veterans Day in the US. Harry, who served in the British Army for a decade, was stripped of his honorary military roles post-Megxit. The Duchess of Cornwall and the Duchess of Cambridge have impressed royal fans and experts with their glamorous appearances during the film premiere for the latest 007 film, No Time to Die. Despite attending with the younger Kate, Rebecca English said Camilla put on a great display with a pastel blue and silver sequined gown by Bruce Oldfield. The Duchesses arrived at the premiere on Tuesday evening with their husbands, Prince William and Prince Charles. Speaking of Kate, royal expert Rebecca English told the Mail Plus podcast Palace Confidential, she knocked it out of the ballpark, didn't she? It was brilliant, from the hair to the makeup to the jewelry, it was just so perfect for a Bond premiere. I think we've all been desperate in these long difficult times of isolation and lockdown for a bit of glamour, and we certainly got that in spades this week. Also, I think the Duchess of Cornwall put on a great display in a Bruce Oldfield gown. I mean, when you're 74 and you're surrounded by Bond girls and someone who looks like Kate, it's quite difficult to hold your own, but I think she did really well. Members of the royal family have traditionally attended the premieres of James Bond films, which are viewed as iconic examples of British culture. Camilla had previously accompanied Prince Charles to the 2012 premiere of Skyfall, whilst Prince William and Kate were joined by Prince Harry for the 2015 viewing of Spectre. For the special red carpet appearance, Camilla wore a blue Bruce Oldfield dress, matched with her Van Cleef & Arpels earrings, and was seen wearing the Princess Marie-Louise's diamond sunburst brooch. Meanwhile, Kate appeared in a gold sequined cape gown from Jenny Packham, partnered with a pair of gold earrings from Onitar. Not only did her glamorous appearance impress royal fans, actor Daniel Craig was also caught telling Kate, "You look jolly lovely." The royal foursome was joined on the red carpet by a number of Hollywood A-listers, including the film's stars, Lee Sado, Rami Malek, and Lashana Lynch. Other influential figures, such as Stormzy and US Open champion Emma Raducanu, attended the glitzy event. Kate was also pictured speaking to singer Billie Eilish, who sang the theme tune for the film. As well as celebrities, a number of healthcare workers and members of the armed forces were invited to the premiere, as a sign of gratitude for their hard work during the pandemic. Don't Miss No Time to Die marks the 25th installment in the Bond franchise, and the final film to feature actor Daniel Craig, who has played the iconic 007 agent for the last 15 years. Following the premiere, Camilla made a quick return to royal duties as she gave a speech to BBC Breakfast this morning, to praise the work of the cancer charity megxit. The Duchess of Cornwall has been president of the charity since 2008, which offers support to cancer patients in a friendly and calm environment. Speaking of the charity's work, Camilla said she believed every NHS cancer hospital should have a megxit centre, to provide support to patients and their families. Camilla has been a working member of the royal family since 2005, after she married the heir to the throne, Prince Charles.